Good morning. Today's story is Skippy John Jones by Judy Schachner. Parents, I have a disclaimer. I don't know Spanish. I've never taken Spanish, so be merciful if my Spanish words are not spot on. I love Skippy John Jones primarily because I used to have a Siamese cat, and I loved her. Her name was Sari. So Skippy reminds me of a cat I used to have. Skippy John Jones by Judy Schachner. Every morning, Skippy John woke up with the birds. Can you see him? There he is. And this did not please his mother at all. "Get yourself down here right now, Mr. Kitten Britches," ordered Mama Junebug Jones. "No self-respecting cat ever slept with a flock of birds," she scolded, "or ate worms, or flew, or did his laundry in Miss Doohiggy's bird bath." The lecture went on, as usual. "You've got some serious thinking before you leave this room, Mr. Fuzzy Pants," said his mother, "about just what it means to be a cat. Not a bird, not a mouse, or a grouse, not a moose, or a goose, not a rat, or a bat. You need to think about just what it means to be a Siamese cat. And stay out of your closet," she added, closing the bedroom door. But once he was alone, Skippy John Jones began to bounce and bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm Skippy John Jones and I bounce on my bed, and once or 6 times I land on my head." On his way down to earth from a gigantic big bounce, Skippy John Jones shot past his bedroom mirror. "Holy guacamole!" exclaimed Skippy John Jones. "What was that?" What does he see? So up he went again, and again it appeared. Then, using his very best Spanish accent, he said, "My ears are too big for my head. My head is too big for my body. I'm not a Siamese cat. I'm a Chihuahua." Back on land, Skippy John Jones climbed into his toy box and rifled through some of his old junk. After he put on his mask and sword and climbed onto his mouse, Skippy John Jones began to sing in a muy soft voice. "My name is Skippito Frisquito. I fear not a single dandito. My manners are mellow. I'm sweet like the jello. I get the job done, yes indeedo." Back in the kitchen, Jujubee, Jezebel, and Jilly Boo Jones were helping Mama Junebug Jones make lunch. "Can Skippy John come out of his room now?" asked Jujubee. "No," answered Mama Junebug Jones. "Mr. Fluffernutter is still thinking." In fact, Skippy John wasn't thinking about being a Siamese cat at all. With a walk into his closet, his thoughts took him down an old lonesome desert road, far away in old Mexico. Not long into his journey, a mysterious band of Chihuahuas appeared out of the dust. "Ay caramba, who goes there?" asked Skippy John Jones. "We go by the name of Las Chimichangos," growled Don Diego, the biggest of the small ones. "Who are you?" "I am El Skippito, the great sword fighter," said Skippy John Jones. Then the smallest of the small ones spoke up. "Why that mosquito, dude?" asked Paquito Tito. "I go incognito. That way you don't know who he is," said Skippito. "Do you like rice and beans?" asked Pintelito. "See, I love mice and beans," said Skippito. "He might be the dog of our dreams," whispered Rosalita. "Perhaps," said Tia Mia, "if he knows the secret password." leaning toward Don Diego. El Skippito half sneezed, half spoke a secret password into the Chihuahua's very large ear. Ah, Chichu Pichu! Bless you, said Don Diego. Gracias, said Skippy John. Then it is true, declared Don Diego. Yippee, yippee, yippito. It's the end of Alfredo Bazito. Skippito is here. We have nothing to fear. Adios to the bad bumblebeeto. Then all of the chimichangos went crazy loco. First, they had a fiesta. Woohoo! It's a party. Then they took a siesta. A nap. But after waking up, the chimichangos got down to serious business. Using his paw, Don Diego drew the picture in the sand of a great bumblebeeto for Skippito to see. A hush grew over the chimichangos, so great that one could hear a whisker drop. Alfredo Pasito, whispered the crowd. El Blimpo, bumblebeeto, bandito. See, said Paquito Tito, the bandito steers our frijos. Not your beans, cried Skippito, outraged. See, Paquito continued, red beans, black beans, Boston baked and blue, cocoa, coffee, kidney beans, pinto, and jelly, too. And then he comes for us, Paquito added. Why, said Skippito, because we are full of beans, too. Then Don Diego stood tall and his most somber voice declared, Yo quiero frijoles. Huh? Asked Skippito. The dude just wants his beans back, said Paquito Tito. Are you the dog for the job? Me? Asked Skippito. Then all of the chimichangos turned towards Skippito, the great sword fighter. But poor Skippito had no time for a plan, because in the blink of an eye, a gigantic shadow darkened the landscape. The chimichangos scattered in all directions. Vamoose, Skippito, or it's you, the bandito, will eato, they cried. Skippito stood his ground, but his legs shimmered and shook like jello, and his teeth chattered like castanets. And then in a muy, muy soft voice he said, My name is Skippito Frisquito. I fear not a single bambito. But Alfredo Bazito flew straight for Skippito until the bean-eating bandito hovered only inches away from the great sword fighter's face. Holy frijoles! Cried Skippito, and he thrust his sword into the air. Suddenly, pop, went the bandito, landing on Skippito's sword, and quicker than one could say, Cheetos, cheese, and crackers, every kind of bean came spilling out of Alfredo Bazito, the bumblebeeto bandito. Look at that. What's coming out of him? Looks like beans to me. Then all the doggies burst into song and sang, Yippee, yippee, yippito. Our hero is El Skippito. He's the dog of our dreams who delivered the beans. And now we can make our burritos. Back at home, there was such a ruckus coming from Skippy John's room that Mama Junebug Jones and the girls just had to find out what was going on. They raced down the hall to the kitty boy's room. Bagnito, Crescito, Popito, Skippito! Look at his closet. Recognize anything in there? Out flew Candy, beanbag doggies, and the kitty boy with his birthday piñata on his head. Skippy John Jones, everyone cried. Hola, muchachas, he said in a muy, muy soft voice. Look at his piñata that's on his head. Does that look familiar? Mama Junebug Jones lifted up Skippy John and covered his head with furry, purry kisses. What am I going to do with you, Mr. Cocoa Pugs?" she scolded. That night, when he was supposed to be going to sleep, Skippy John began to bounce and bounce on his big boy bed. "Oh, I'm Skippy John Jones with a mind of my own, and I'll bounce on my bed for hours. I know I'm a cat, but forget about that." "Say good night, Skippy John Jones," called his mama. "Buenos noches, mis amigos," said Skippy John Jones. And he says good night. That's our story for today. I hope you enjoyed hearing Skippy John Jones by Judy Schachner. He is one of my very favorites. I love that little Skippy guy. I hope you all have a fantastic day. I love you all from the very bottom of my heart. Don't forget to show me your silly hat.